Hello everyone and welcome back to Stationeers. Alright then, well, I think we might want to change the way we are refilling this whole setup. Well, originally what I wanted to do is basically hook up the same exact setup to the condensation chambers, but that ended up overfilling the condensation chamber, so basically we ended up with too much liquid in the condensation chamber and that made them burst, and that was not great. So we will go ahead and do the same thing, because as it happens, this setup is simply too slow. So right, what we'll do instead is sever this connection and hook up these pipes to the condensation chamber, and then, well, at that point it should be alright, but we will automate it. I have already written out the code, everything should be good to go. All we need to do is hook these pipes into the condensation chambers, use the code, and that's it. So right, let's get started on that one. First things first, let's pick up these. I suppose they will come in handy for down there, but might as well pick up both of them because we don't need them in there. And then we can pick up this pipe, I suppose. It's just basically extending the volume of the liquid storage, is not really needed, so might as well. That side is fine, right? Yeah, this side is fine. Let's just make sure that this one is, technically speaking, it's not going to decrease the volume, I believe, but I might as well have the correct type of piping here as well. Okay, please don't burst. Did we get any damage? No, I think we are fine. Right, so next we need to remove all these pipes and hook them into the condensation chamber. This, I think, will be in the way. Yeah, let's just move this one as well. So you come with us, and where can we put it instead? This might be a decent place for it. Or we can put it there as well. Doesn't matter where we put it, as long as it's not in the way. Here, sure, why not? That will do. Just don't forget to rename it once again. I believe it was CA, right? Cable analyzer. Yeah, as long as we have read that on the power draw, it's fine. Next up, we need to hook up the actual pipes. Oh, first, this one. I will, I think, elevate the base cooling pipe over the refilling pipe. So, right, first let's deal with the cabling. Okay, everything should be back to normal. And as I said, I will route this one over this segment of piping. Nice. Okay. Next, I think we will need a bit of extra piping, so I think I will reclaim some of them from here. Better be sure that we have everything before we get started. I don't want to run out mid-construction. Surely that's going to be enough, right? Right. So, this one needs to go into this one. Is that piece of pipe going straight in? No. That's fine, that can be yellow. In fact, I'm tempted to color everything around here yellow, but maybe later, it's not important. Technically speaking, everything is using pollutants, but oh well. Right, so the refilling stuff is now hooked into the condensation chambers, and since we are going to use automated code, these levers are no longer necessary. Let's pick these up as well, and then I will walk you through what the code actually does. Okay, so as I said, everything should be good to go at this point. Right, so what I decided to do is we are not going to use this chip. We have plenty of room in the radiator housing, and we don't need to use this one, so we can save 50 watts of extra power consumption. So let's just go with that first. So we are not going to use this one. There, pick up the chip. In fact, I think at this point we can place down the housings for the other setup. So this is it. We only need 3 of them, so might as well place them down since we have all 3. There, we will override this chip eventually, that's fine. And let's take out the actual code. Edit and load the one we need, which is the coolant radiator and refill. So we will have 2 functions on this particular chip. Overwrite, and let me quickly put it into the chip and then I will walk you through it. Oh, right, one more thing. Right now we have 1 extra analyzer on the condensation chamber on the coolant side. We have this one, the CC, and 1 right outside, which is going to be this one, the condenser analyzer. We don't need both of them. So right, I will turn off this one. Is that going to turn on the valve? No, okay. And let's just use the CC analyzer instead. So first, let's make sure we're not going to disturb any other devices. So turn off the housing, then change the device, and then condenser analyzer. Yeah, this one needs to be CC instead. There we go, and now you can turn on. And now we only are using a single analyzer. That's great. And that's 5 extra watts. Not a lot, but every little bit helps. Right. So, this code. Let's overwrite, and then I will walk you through it. So, export, and there you go. And what is your problem now? Line 5. Now you are okay. Okay, 3rd time's a charm. So, the refilling of the system should be automated at this point. So, let me just quickly walk you through it and pause. At the start, everything is basically same as it was before. We are using dedicated devices for the radiator, and this small section and this small section on the top is as same as it was before. The new stuff are here. We have a couple of extra devices, basically the refill pump and regulators on both sides, and we are also using the analyzers on the condenser pipes, so that's it. Those are all the new devices. And we have the actual main body of the code here. So what we are going to do at the very start is load the amount of liquid in the analyzer, so the condenser pipe. And basically the base side and the cooler side are the same, so I will run you through one of them, I suppose. So we are going to load the volume of liquid from the condenser. If it is less than 0.02 liters, then we will start refilling and go to the refill section of the code. And here we will make a second check. We are going to check the pressure in the condenser again, but if it is, we will only start refilling if it is less than 10 megapascals, because if we don't have enough liquid in the pipes, so this one is true, but if the amount of gas inside is still pretty high, so basically above, I don't know, 6 megapascals, that tells us that we have enough gas, it's just too hot to start condensing. So eventually it will be cooled down, for example, if the radiators outside go low enough in terms of temperature. So that's going to be fine. If you have enough gas, don't worry, just keep these off, it's fine. And then we will go back to the start. But if this one doesn't apply, then we will continue with the code. And here we will load once again the pressure from the analyzer. If that pressure is greater than 15 megapascals, so if you have too much gas in the condenser, then we will start emptying. And the same goes if we have more than 1 liter of liquid in the condenser. So if any of them are true, we will jump to the empty section of the code. And here, basically, we are just set the pressure tolerance on the regulator on the refill settings to 3.5 megapascals, and we will turn off the pump. It should be off, but just in case, turn it off, and turn on the regulator with the new settings. And by the way, on the refill side, we set it to 40 megapascals, but whatever. But here, with the new settings, turn on the regulator. It should only turn on for a single tick, because basically it will empty out enough gases to fix the problem, and that should do it. So, right. After that, we jump back to the line after these checks. If none of this applies, we turn off everything. And the same goes for the base side. So that's pretty much it. So I did test this one a little bit. It should work as far as I can tell. So, right. As I said, as far as I can tell, this one should work pretty much all right. So, for example, here, just barely having enough liquid in the pipes, so we are from time to time refill, and as soon as we reach 10 megapascals, we should stop refilling completely. Let's take a look, 10 megapascals, and here, yes, even though we are below 0.02 liters, we are no longer refilling. That is mostly because the condenser is too hot, so we are not really condensing all that much. In fact, condensation should stop fairly soon. But as soon as the radiators outside are radiating away the extra heat, which shouldn't be too far from now, then this place should be a lot better off. Right. As far as I can tell, this one should work quite nicely. Anyways, today, obviously, we will work a little bit more on this whole setup. This one will require a lot of work. Right, we do have one liquid pipe. Don't we have any more? Apparently not. Okay then, so we cannot reclaim any more piping from here. Yeah, that's fine. And here we need 2 more. We need to add this one here as well. So you will need to be here. Oh, we have one more. Okay, we need a single piece of insulated liquid pipe, a bunch of insulated gas piping, a lot of cabling, one transformer, a bunch of heavy cables, 2 chips, and right, don't we have a... Yeah, we have a regulator, so we need 1 regulator and 2 volume pumps, and that's about it. Right, I think that's it. Plus, I think we only need 1 condenser valve. So, just have 1. I think we just need to place down 1 outside, and that's it. Also, this one should be open. And you as well. So I think we just need to place down 1 of them, and that's it. Oh, right, and we need a bunch of uninsulated piping for the radiators as well. Okay, we are starting to get a little bit too thirsty and hungry, so go home, take care of our bodily needs, and then we can start building the rest of this setup. But before we do so, let me quickly place down the valve and the regulator. So, we need 1 condensation valve right there. That's fine, open all the time, so we don't have liquids in the radiators. And the regulator, I suppose you can be here, it's fine. This way, no, this way as a back pressure regulator. Yeah. Okay, we can go home. By the way, how is the voltage filtering? I think we can do this 2 more times, right? Let's take a look, and there we go. Okay, for a second I thought the game froze, but no, I just landed on the pump. So stop this one. What about you? Okay, we are good for the next trade. You, can you buy all of this? 21 and 2. Okay, did we eat up too much? Okay, fine. Just empty it out. So we have 24 more trades in this guy. After this one, do we want to buy anything from him? So we cannot sell any of this. I don't want to make a whole heart suit for him, and we cannot do chocolate, so nothing from here. Plus we have plenty of money now, so it's fine. Do we want to buy anything? Not really, as far as I can tell. Nitrogen might be not a bad idea. 4,000 moles. Basically, nitrogen would be an amazing filler gas for the new base, but I don't know how far we can go with 4,000 moles. Everything else, we are harvesting CO2, that's fine. Harvesting volatiles and pollutants, we have water. We don't really need nitrous oxide, so it's fine. Also, dirty volatiles. Interesting. Basically, Vulcan atmosphere. Anyways, yeah. After the next trade, I think we can send this guy away. Anyways, go inside. We are really losing health fast now. So first things first. Take care of the suit. We can strip down. Eat, drink real quick. And that will do. Okay, I suppose we might as well harvest the next potato. And there we go. So, what do we need exactly? We will definitely need to have a lot of piping, but I think I will deal with that last for now. We will definitely need to have 2 volume pumps. And then 1 regulator. Then what else do we need from here? Let me just quickly go down the list. Maybe something will catch my eye. We have the condensation valve. We have the valves. We have the regulator. What else do we need from this? Oh, right. A single piece of liquid pipe. And I think that's it. Oh, no, wait. These pipes as well. I don't know how much we will need of this one. I think I will print out, I don't know, 12 or 14 should do it. Basically, don't forget, we need to have an even amount of these pipes because we don't want to have half grams. Do we have any of them left over? Not really. That's fine. Yeah, let's just go with 14 just in case. And that will do. And what else? Obviously insulated piping, but I think I will deal with those last. So regulator, volume pump. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I will deal with the insulated piping last. We will need so many of those that I don't want to deal with them. I want to print out something else for now. Right, you can close. I suspect we will need nothing else from here. Okay, you can turn off for now. So, we will definitely need to have, let me see, 1 cable analyzer, I think. I don't think we have that one yet on the new setup. So 1 of these. And then, what else? I think we might as well print out at least the basic console things, well, the base and maybe the 6 inputs. So, right, modular console. We will need 4 base pieces, so 3 for the actual base console and 1 for the vertical surface. That's great. Also, why is this? Ah, it's already morning. For a second I was wondering why we have the lights on in here when it shouldn't be, but the black hole is already up, it's just behind the mountain. So anyways, we need 4 of these, and then I will only print out the 6 input devices. I will deal with the labeling and the displays last. Those are just for our, visual benefit, nothing else. So not having those will not impact the functioning of this setup. So write 1 more of this one. And then the 6 inputs. So that's the 4 console pieces. Then the... where is it? There you are, console inputs, 6 of these. What else? Oh... Couldn't you have come a better time? Thankfully we have 12 minutes, so... It's not the end of the world, but still. What else? We will need a lot of stuff, don't forget. Let me just run through the list real quick. Alright, we will need 2 IC chips. We have the housings already, so we just need the chips themselves. That's fine. While those are printing, they will take a bit of time. I will take care of the suit. I believe we need a bit of oxygen, right? Technically not, but might as well. There we go. I mean, I suppose this storm is not a good timing, but at least it will fill up the base with power. Anyways, 1 more chip. After that. As far as I can tell, we should be pretty much good to go at this point. Now, we will need a bunch of cabling, so let's start with the heavy cables. I have no idea how much of this one we will need. I suspect a lot. Let's go with 30. 30 should be enough. Yeah, I think so. Okay, keep that one printing, and for this one we don't need to have the silicon and the steel, so that one more for the half grams. There, and empty out the silicon and the steel, put them into the pipe bender and start printing out the pipes as well. Okay, copper, you go right back. So silicon and steel, you keep going and you start printing the pipes, please. Very good. Okay, so we will need some space. Okay, while these are printing, I will make a very quick trip to the new base and install a couple of stuff and come right back. We should be able to install these pipes real quick. Okay, as far as I can tell, these guys should be hooked up correctly now. And we have the analyzer down here, that's fine. Okay, yeah, go home, don't want to overprint. Okay, let's take a look. At this point, we don't really need the uninsulated piping, so I suppose we can drop those, although wait, we will need them inside the base, but okay, we need a bit of room, so I will leave this here for now. That's fine, and these. I think we should have enough of these. We have no half grams, so that's great. Right, 36. Hopefully that's going to be enough. Right, now we just need a bunch of regular cables. And a lot of these. I have no idea how many we will need. We will need a lot. I am not sure even 60 will be enough. Maybe we should go for 80 or something. And I think I will actually leave the mining backpack here. Yeah, we need every little room that we can muster for this trip. We still have plenty of time, don't worry, more than 6 minutes. As soon as the cables go into the tool belt, they get damaged. It's so annoying. Anyways, I think this amount of cabling will be enough. Yeah. Now I will print out this one last stack of piping. Also, thankfully... Why was this open? Whatever. Yeah, one more stack of these pipes and I think we can go. Yeah, I will try to make it quick. I will try to install as much as we can on the outside and try to finish everything up outside before the storm gets here. Right, you can turn off. Let's take one last sip of water, one last bite to eat. And one more pipe. Right, I think we can go. So we have 4 stacks of piping, more than 1.5 stacks of cabling. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, I think we can go. So the suit is oxygen low. Just vent it out just in case. And we can go. Alright, and also, I think at this point we can turn off the voltage filtering. We should have more than enough for the trade. So we can turn off the filtering itself. You can turn off and vent out the excess from here so it stops complaining. And we just leave the cooling on. It's enough. Right, so let's install as much as we can on the outside. So let's start with the pipes, the pumps and valves. Pumps and what's it called? Regulator. So this one will need to be here, and the regulator needs to be here as a back pressure regulator. That's fine. And you will need to be like so. So back pressure, volume pump. These ones should be set to maximum. These ones will be operated by the valve, the chip. Then let's try to hook these into the pollutant delivery system. Right, the input should be around here somewhere. So let's make sure we hook things up correctly before we go inside. There, so this side should be okay. Cabling I will deal with later. After the storm, it's fine. Here we should be, yeah, hooking up to the pollutant is a lot easier. We have it right here. Okay, I will deal with the cabling after the storm. I don't want to risk getting caught outside, especially with the jetpack on. So let's just take shelter right now. Okay, waste tank is fine. We have plenty of water and food in us. We can start working on this setup. So this one will definitely need to go into the condensation chamber. So I will make it go all the way across. And right, this one needs to be a T-junction. Yeah, let me just quickly take care of the piping. Okay, we got inside just in time. the storm is already here. Right, so we can't go outside, unfortunately. So we still need to do a little bit of piping outside, but other than that is fine. The 2 chips will go in here. Great. And as far as I can tell, everything should be fine now. Obviously, we still need to hook this heat exchange pipe to the base distribution network, but other than that, it's okay. There. And tell you what, I think I will stop the CO2 at 50 kilopascals for now. Let's focus on cooling for a little bit. So you stop at 50. We are at 49, so this one should stop venting into the base relatively soon. Right, so we don't have any normal piping left. It's all in the old base. Right. Let's get started on the wiring. I didn't make the transformer, but that's fine. Yeah, let me just wire it up blindly. I think it will be here. So this one will need to go into the base spine, which is right here. Okay, until the storm goes away, we are stuck inside. So, let's set up at least the basics of this console. Right, so we will need the base, which is going to be this one. Yeah, there it is, but don't we have the... yeah, this version. Let's use this one. I believe we have the same here. Yeah, it's the same. And we need the vertical surface, which is... where is it? This one, I believe. Yeah, that looks like it, so that's great. Everything is hooked up now. As soon as we have the transformer, this place should be powered. Everything is piped up apart from the radiators right through, if I can show you there. So we just need to hop over the liquid pipes, and that's about it. So we need a bit of piping outside, hook up the power for the outside devices, and that's pretty much it. We should have enough cabling, so that's fine. Right, now as for the inputs, we will need the 6 dials, so they are not right up against the edges, they are 2 steps in. Right, they are these. Oh, color change in the storm, so the storm should be over. It should start clearing up in a second, and there it is. Okay, interesting about the lava, but whatever. Okay, we can quickly go outside and take care of it. Unfortunately, because of the storm, I mean, the condenser didn't really heat up all that much. Okay, anyways. As far as I can tell, the refill system is working. It is maintaining a half decent amount of liquids in the evaporators. The more liquids we have in here, the better. And I think we can go down to 5 liters on the volume pumps. Save a little bit of power, even though we just refill the batteries, but still, every little bit helps. But you know what? Don't want to leave this unattended. Let's just do this one when we can keep an eye on it. Right. We will need a lot of uninsulated piping as well. So I will take care of the local jobs first, and then we'll quickly go home and print out a couple of extra stuff. And we're out of cabling. Okay, so we need to print those as well. Okay, let's go home. So we need one transformer, a bunch of uninsulated piping, a bunch of cabling, and that should do it. By the way, how is this one? It is good for a trade. Right. Right. Stop emptying and start filling. Okay, we are done with this. And as I said, I think we are done with this robot. So, thank you very much. You have been very good for our balance books, and you can go. So, stop filling, start emptying, and quickly go inside because the waste tank is filling. Okay then, so empty out the waste tank, strip down, and you will need to come with us. We can pick up the mining backpack now. We will need a bunch of cabling. There we go. And a bunch of normal piping. I think we are done with the insulated pipes, as far as I can tell. Unfortunately, yeah, the iron is in here. Okay, fine, stop. And we have no half grams. Empty out the iron. I will put the copper back in a second. So you, please give us a lot of just regular piping. And you keep giving us cables, please. Surely a full stack of cable and 1.5 stack of pipes will be enough, right? If not, well, I suppose we can come back, but still, it should be enough. Other than that, take a drink, take a bite to eat, and I think we are good to go back. Right, this one might as well cook the next one. Eat whatever we can, and we can go. By the way, how are we on water these days? I believe it was 7 liters the last time we checked. 9 liters, and we just drank, so yeah, we are good. Oxygen is going up, that's what's important. Right, and you can turn off, and we can go. By the way, do we have anyone new for trading? We have Meteor Mechanics. I do believe that is a appliance trader. I am not interested. I want to have an agricultural trader. Anyways, let's finish up the cabling here real quick. Right, and you know what? Since we are outside, might as well name everything that we need to name outside. So, just copy this name. So this is the base side refill regulator, and this is the cancel. This is the base side refill pump, and this one will be operated by the code, and this one just need to be set to 10 liters. That's fine. This one is the radiator pipe analyzer, or radiator analyzer. That's fine. Digital valve, I believe, is just a digital valve. It wasn't named. That's fine. Now this is the coolant refill regulator, and this is the coolant refill pump. Right, and this one is set to 10 liters already. Right. So theoretically everything out here is... Oh, right. We also need one outside gas sensor and one inside gas sensor. Okay, before we go inside, let's take care of those real quick. I want to have everything ready and good to go in this episode. So for that one, we need the electric printer, obviously, and I believe, let me see, sensor, iron, gold, copper, yes. You empty out and give us the iron, please. Close. And give us 2 of these. Right. Please tell me this is the last device that we need to print out. I really hope so. So we need 2 of these, one for the outside, one for the outside. And I think that's it. I keep saying that's it, but hopefully it is going to be really it for now. Okay then, let's take a look. And yeah, by the way, having this gas sensor here does impact the accuracy of its reading because it's right next to the radiators, so basically it receives a bit of extra heat from the radiators, but I think it's close enough to the accurate reading to not really be a big problem. So there is that, and right, so everything is named correctly now. Right, we can go inside. Also, the cable coils have stopped being damaged, so that's good news. Right. So let's start. Fine. The transformer. Right. So this one is hooked up, and then we need to hook up this one. And we might as well create a T-junction. Like that. This one can hook straight into the network, and we can have the sensor right here. There, and obviously, as you might have guessed, this is going to be the inside gas sensor. Great, and those are fine. Yeah, just need to hook up the power here. Right, and now we just need to hook up the heat exchange to the base, and we need a transformer, and that's going to be pretty much it. Hopefully for real this time. Well, obviously from the fact that we still need to sort out the console, but there's going to be a whole other can of worms. Anyways, there we go, 5. Right, so this one is now hooked into the base's air supply, which means, as far as I can tell, this is good to go. Obviously, we need to name a lot of things, but let me quickly bring in the transformer. I mean, technically speaking, we can hook... Okay, fine. I will print it out in the next episode. Let's just hook these together for now as a temporary solution. So this one, everything here has power. There, and this one I will start at 10 liters and this one at 0 liters. We'll control with these knobs, obviously, but for now that will do. Oh, right, and the settings on the evaporators. So, I mean, technically speaking, we can use the 25 degrees Celsius target pressures for this one as well. Because it will never really be able to go below, I believe, 40 because of the, latent heat or whatever the, limit of the pollutants are in terms of heat exchange. And so technically speaking, we can set this one to the 25 degree target pressures as well. It will not make a big difference. Yeah. Anyways, that one you can turn on. That one you can turn on. And by the way, this one should be the coolant evaporator. This the base evaporator, but I will worry about the names later. 0 Pascal, 10 liters, all of these can turn on at this point. So those are fine. You as well. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think we can start using the radiator code so we can actually, start using this place, because that is going to be responsible for the refilling as well. So we still have the code loaded, right? And that looks like it. Yeah, that's the same code. We can use this one. Export, in you go. But we still need to set 3 devices for the radiator. So, okay, for this one we need to name this, which is going to be, and you can go back to the inventory now. This is going to be CC for the condenser, coolant condenser, and this is going to be the base condenser. And we have named everything else outside that we need. Right, so initialize for a second. There we go. Error as expected. Digital valve. That one. Then the radiator analyzer. That one. And we need the condenser analyzer, so we need CC for this one. Sorry, did I? No, CC. BC. Is it not hooked? It should be hooked up. Oh, right, it's still in the old position of the old name. That's why. There you go, CC. So the condenser analyzer, then the radiator analyzer, and the digital valve. After this, we should start filling up the system with the base supply of pollutants. Let's go for it. On you go. And let's take a look. So we are filling, very good. And here we are filling, very good. And by the way, alright, turn that one on. I'm sorry, going through the wall, but important. We don't want to radiate into the base, into the condenser. So had to turn off quite urgently. Anyways, temperature-wise, the condenser is fine. Okay, so it should start condensing at 5 megapascals. As soon as the radiators outside cool down enough, in fact, it is good that we have some gases inside so we can read it. But as soon as the gases outside cool down enough, this one will open, it will equalize with the condenser, and then we need to put in a lot more pollutant, but that can wait. So anyways, we should start condensing now, very good. And we have liquid in here, and we should start cooling the coolant for the base cooler, which is already doing its job. Very nice. Okay, so this place is now operational. And yeah, I think we might want to say goodbye now because we are over time. In the next episode, we will sort out the rest. The displays, the nameplates, we will deal with the naming of the stuff because that is required for the console to work. In fact, before we do say goodbye, let's place down as much of these console plates as we can. We have nothing else here. Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, you will receive all the nameplates that we have, and we will only print out what we need in the next episode. So there, and we have 2 left. Yeah, let's just have the 2 nameplates for the temperature displays for the inside and outside. Okay, so we need 1 in the middle and whatever we need for the main console down here. Other than that, we are already using this one to cool the base for the most part, because we still need to fill this one up completely. Let me guess. It is still getting up to temperature, but the inside temperature is dropping. Good. Right, so we have doubled our cooling capacity. It's just a matter of time before that one comes up to speed, but other than that, we are alright. In fact, evaporator 80, and the base should only receive a small trickle of CO2 from now on, because, you know, as the gases cool down, they lose volume, which means that we can put a tiny bit of CO2 still in, but that's going to be minimal, so it shouldn't heat up the base too much. And there we go. We have 2 cooling systems now. Good. But as I said, we are over time, so we need to say goodbye. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.